What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another installation of the Cop the Restock podcast. I am your host, the MackRoberts, and joining me, as always, is my co-host.
Joey Green, glad to be back.
How you doing, my boy?
I'm doing good, my brother. How about you?
Doing all right. I'm doing all right. Been a nice, chill week. Lack of football in my weekend, so I don't really have to worry about that stress with the New York Giants. But it's been a real chill week outside of that. How about you?
It's good. It's good. Glad my Commanders won this weekend
Mm-hmm.
against your Giants. Unfortunately for you, but
Yeah,
we got a short week going into Green Bay. But looking forward to some sneaker releases, and
mm-hmm.
yeah, glad to be back for episode 2, brother.
Of course. Speaking sneaker releases, did you cop any over the weekend?
So over the weekend, I picked up my pair of Cave Stone 4s. I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually rocking them right now with a
Nice.
lace swap, black laces.
Nice.
And I'm happy with them. With
Mm-hmm.
images, they kind of look more like light chocolatey brown, but they're more like a brown grayish mix. So nice little color for the fall.
Perfect, perfect. I've been seeing a lot of people wearing them with the pink laces, obviously doing the Travis swap.
Mhm.
I may do
Yeah.
that when I do inevitably cop a pair. But the black laces also sound fine. Did it come with black laces or was it just the cave stone color black laces?
Surprisingly enough, they only came with the cave stone laces. So
Okay.
I took my black laces out of my Bike Air Jordan 1 lows and just threw them in there.
Nice. They're not just the Vestas?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. For
You
me, I
you
cop
cop anything?
yeah, I caught the Jot 3 Hustles and Flows, or the Channel 12s, however you want to call those. I've been loving every single one of those colorways. My pair of Price of Admissions came in also, so they basically came in the same day. Um,
Nice.
the fact that like the Ja 3s are selling out like that, I'm actually really happy for Ja, and the whole line is doing great.
They're doing
Yeah.
well for sure. It's a nice shoe. I really
Yeah.
like those pink ones. I might have to double back for those.
Yeah, I mean, and the sizes are selling out. Like, I feel like if you're trying to get them online, it seems like it's becoming harder and harder to get them. You might just have to see and test your luck on in store.
Yeah, they definitely moving because I
Yeah.
get like restock notifications, and when
Mm-hmm.
I click, like sizes be gone.
Gone.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, we got something on our hands
Exactly.
here.
On the topic, we got some Jot 3s. We're gonna talk about them a little bit later. We got all of our topics on the right, of course. All right, first topic up, we have the LeBron 23. And previously, if you heard the first episode, you know that we covered the LeBron 23, the announcement. Basically, the day after we spoke about that, Nike did a whole press conference and talked about 23 different colorways that are going to be releasing, all coming out based around something involved in LeBron's life or his career, rather. We talked about the Uncharted pair. We've also got another pair referencing his time in Miami and his 2 championships called the Miami Twice colorway. We're going to talk about that one a little bit later. The Chosen One and the One Who Chose, based on him and Bronny James. Brand opening based on the Air Zoom generation, his first shoe. Shoe bag talking about his original contract with Nike, and 23 colorways. It's gonna be insane for that run. How you feeling about
Yeah,
that?
23 colorways is crazy, crazy in a good way. I'm looking forward to seeing them all, and all bias. LeBron's my goat. I'm always excited when they do a press run for a new signature shoe of his, and I think the marketing behind this shoe has been like super super stellar. All the colors I've seen so far look crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Grand openings look crazy. These right here, the 40Ks, they look
Mm-hmm.
crazy. So I'm looking forward to seeing them in person, more pictures, and just the release itself. And I'm happy for Braun. That's my goat. So it's the 23rd signature shoe. So it's gonna be crazy. It's been a crazy run.
Yeah, and like you said, well, they're actually calling this either the 40K or the Uncharted colorway. This is going to be coming out on September 25th in China, and
Mhm.
it'll make a global release on October 10th for the price of $210. I think for me, what I'm most excited about is that Miami Twice colorway. This pair
Yeah.
right here and the Dolphin styling looks amazing. I think that this is going to be one of those releases where I don't know if you can swallow the 210, and it'll be instant sellout. LeBron hasn't had an instant sellout shoe since LeBron Soldier 10, LeBron 15 era. So it's been some time, but I think that he may
Mhm.
have one with this colorway. I mean, with this silhouette. And he brought back the reverse swooshes also. We love that.
Definitely. These are so icy. I love the colors. It's a nice little variety. It's not really doing too much. Swoosh placement is nice. Of
Hmm.
course, we all love a reverse swoosh as well. So I'm stoked to see these in person. So I'm really digging these.
Yeah, for sure. And so this pair, if I'm not mistaken, is coming out on October 23rd. Again, once it comes out, I might have to do a little cop for that for sure.
hmm For sure, for sure.
Next up, we have Nigo, and everybody knows Nigo. I love Nigo. I know Nigo. uh, we have Nigo, famously the original owner of Bape, releasing another collaboration with Nike. This time, he's also bringing in Levi's to get in on the Nike Air Force 3 low model. And it's going to be two different colorways, and both of them are looking kind of nice. Talk to me about them, Joey.
These are pretty smooth. Nice colors for the fall. Transitioning from summer to fall. These are the sort of colors that you bringing out, to crunch leaves in and just be outside in the pumpkin patch and all of that. So really liking these. Both are smooth. If I had to pick a favorite, probably the ones up top with the turquoise and gray,
Yep.
but both of them I'm loving. These are really clean. I'm digging them both.
Yeah, I've been liking the blue colorway a little bit more than the brown colorway. Both I think are
hmm
pretty quality. I think that is like a denim. Well, it's going to be a collaboration with Levi, so that's probably going to be denim, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it looks like the combination of materials is probably going to at least look nice from afar. It's going to get dirty really quickly. Both pairs, I can see it coming already. The blue pair
Oh
and the
yeah.
brown pair. Yeah, that's definitely denim right there. You could see it. Um, but yeah, I mean, like the Air Force 3 also isn't a model that gets a lot of love. Like I think the last time the Air Force 3 retro was I think like 2024, 2023. I only know that because I just bought a pair of 2005 Air Force 3 highs for a
Mm,
restoration.
there you
And I
go.
was trying to figure out what the midsole was, and it's, if I'm not mistaken, either 2024 or 2023 was the last time the shoe had retroed. But and that's the low cut pair. The high cut pair hasn't retroed since that 2005 release. I'm looking forward to, again, seeing more of those Air Force 3 colorways. And then again, more of the classic 1990 model, the high top. I need those pairs.
There you go. Yeah, these are clean and just don't get caught out in the rain with those.
No, of course not. I mean, it's a denim material, so I can't imagine it's gonna be too bad. But at the same time, like you said, you don't want to get caught in the rain with those pairs.
Mm-mm.
Next up, we have, looks like, oh, so um with the buyout of Dick's Sporting Good, well, with Dick's Sporting Goods buyout of Foot Locker, they ousted the current VP, and that's usually what happens. Usually, you have an acquisition, you got to chop some head, bring in your new guys, and what ended up happening is they brought in Ann Freeman, who used to be known as Ann Herbert. She switched to her maiden name, who was a former Nike VP. They're bringing her in as president. Now, the thing about her, and what we all know her for, is not being a VP. Well, for being a VP, but because of the controversy in 2021, which was involving her son, who was using her credit card to essentially have a resale business. Big conflict of interest.
Huge.
And so after she left Nike, she worked with All Goods. I mean, excuse me, not All Goods, All Birds. She basically got fired from Nike, or she stepped down, but it looked like it was more so like we're not gonna fire you, so but it'd be best if you just kind of moved on.
Yep.
and she joined Allbirds basically like the year afterwards. And yeah, she was at Allbirds until she rejoined, or she joined the Foot Locker team as of this year. Thoughts?
My first thought was they couldn't find anybody else.
Yeah.
And my second thought is Sun's retail or resale shop is about to be back open for business.
Listen, it's back up.
Yeah, it's back up for him. I know he's somewhere smiling from ear to ear right now, bro.
For sure.
Crazy.
Yeah, Stringer Bell meme. I want you to put the word out. We back up.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you straight up.
I think that a big thing is that Foot Locker also kind of has this reputation for backdooring, and that's going to be
Mhm.
further exacerbated by bringing in Anne Freeman. I hope that she, obviously she wasn't found guilty of it, like it was her son and it was his own thing, but at the same time, just being associated with that has its own negative connotations.
Absolutely.
But I mean, yeah, according to her, she said it's gonna be like she's still to be joining the team. Obviously, she's looking forward to being part of the brand as it moves forward as partnerships. She's also looking to backdoor 250,000 pairs every week. It's gonna be a successful quarter for her if she can do that every week for the next 3 months.
Mm.
Moving on to another person who has been known for his own level of controversy, but again, he's been doing really, really well with these colorways. The releases have all been fire. They've basically all sold out. This would be his his fourth and fifth official release. Ja
Mhm.
Morant will be getting a kind of like a throwback Turbo Grizzlies colorway. Turbo Green Grizzlies colorway, and he'll also be releasing another installation of his Halloween or zombie colorway. And the Halloween colorway is going to come out first, and then it's going to be the Grizzly pair. Talk to me about the Grizzly pair. How are you feeling about it?
I really like this pair. The colorway is super clean. Love
Mm-hmm.
the red swoosh complementing the turbo green.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the silver swoosh on the outside. This might be my first time seeing this colorway, but definitely reminds me of those old school Vancouver Grizzly jerseys, which
Mm-hmm.
are actually super fire.
Yep.
So definitely, takes me back to my childhood seeing those jerseys. But these are fire. I really like these. I'm a huge fan of Ja's game. He's like, 4 for 4, 5 for 5 with these colorways, and he
Mm-hmm.
he really hasn't missed yet. So, kudos to Ja. I tip my cap because he's on a crazy run right now.
He is for sure, and that's exactly how I feel about it. Like I said, I've been copping them in mass, the colorways,
Hmm.
and like you said, this is very reminiscent of the Vancouver Grizzlies Vancouver Grizzlies jerseys. And I think that one of the big highlights of this shoe is it is actually a comfortable shoe. You do have to size at least half a size up, but it is a very comfortable shoe. I've been rocking my NYC pair, and I've been rocking. I did take the price of admission pair out. I rocked it a little bit on Saturday. It's been fire, and like I said, I like this pair a lot. I need a Wolverine pair, Nike. Um, but I remember because I know he did this for Slam Magazine. Like he did essentially like 12 colorways, and like all of them basically got shown off all around the same time. It was this pair, it was the price of admission pair, the NYC pair, the like all the pairs that have released so far, and I think like one or two that hadn't released yet. So this is gonna be a nice colorway, especially for the fall time. I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
Um,
these are hard. I like these a lot.
yeah. Next, let's get into the zombie pair. So this is the zombie pair or the Halloween pair, and this is so the Halloween colorway first came out on the Ja One, and this is now. I don't think he did one for the Ja 2. I can't remember. But this is the Ja 3. It's getting its own colorway, and there are a couple of interesting details about this. Um, but what's your first thoughts on these?
The green really pops. I like it. I can see a lot of people getting these, throwing red laces in them, doing their own Grinch version for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I love how the green pops. Then you got the red outlining on the swoosh with the black in the middle. These are insane, and they're gonna look crazy on the basketball court. I can see a lot of people rocking these, whether they match uniforms or not. So these are pretty hard. I like them.
Yeah, for sure. So this is a glow in the dark shoe. The Ja 2 did not get this colorway. It was a Nightmare colorway, which was the Halloween colorway for that year. But I think another one of the big details is the insole, which has this zombie appearance for Ja, and then similar to the Ja 1, it's this grill lace lock. And it has Morant on it across the front. I think that those extra highlights are what's gonna make this shoe go over the top. I think that this is gonna be an instant sellout for sure.
Yeah, details are definitely key. From the insoles to the lace lock, you know, those little details really, make a shoe, and
Hmm.
you can definitely tell that Nike's paying special attention, and with Jaws approval and whatnot. But these are uh these are really hitting, man. I really like the details on these, and I think they're gonna do well when they drop.
Yeah, for sure. So the Halloween pair is going to be releasing on October 21st for 140, which is a little bit more expensive than the 125 they've been retailing for previously. And then the Turbo Green pair is going to be releasing on November 5th, and that's going to be at the standard 125 price. Next up is the Jordan 6, which is going to be celebrating its 35th anniversary next year. A lot of OG colorways have actually there haven't been any OG colorways announced. Yeah, because the black infrareds were originally supposed to be released, and they got replaced with the reverse infrared, which is this pair right here. And so for this pair is based on the 2000 sample. So instead of releasing this pair, obviously we got the black infrared from 2000. Main differences are going to be the midsole swap and the red Nike Air logo on the back instead of the black Nike Air logo. Talk to me about it.
I'll be honest. Originally, I was sort of, banging my hand on the table, like, why can't we get the true OG? But then I started looking at more pictures, and I was like, you know what? These are actually growing on me. I like the red Nike Air on the back. The midsole swap is cool. Red's one of my favorite colors on a sneaker anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely see myself rocking these a bunch. I definitely plan to cop. I might consider doubling up. And I think they're tough. Samples always have a cool story, whether
Yeah.
they come out of the vault or not. But when a sample does end up hitting the shelves, it's kind of like, yeah, this is kind of a cool story, and I kind of want to be part of that. So I really like these. So I think I'm gonna definitely cop.
Yeah, same. And I need a new pair of the OG black infrared pair. I'll probably just get a 2019 pair
Yeah,
in the coming
same.
weeks. Like it's not old enough to where if you bought it now it would start to crumble. I think
Right.
bringing out this sample pair as the release instead of the reverse infrared, I mean instead of the regular infrared is a good idea. Also, it's now funny that the 2000 release was supposed to be this pair, and then the regular infrared replaced it, and now this release is going to have originally the infrared release, and this pair is going to have it replace it. So it's kind of a little like flip flop or like revenge, if you will.
Yeah.
But also on the way is going to be the return of the Jordan 6 white infrared.
So icy.
I need a pair. Like I have a 2014 pair sitting dead stock. I have not worn it yet, and
Wow.
I think the reason for it is because of the pink infrared, like the pink midsole.
Hmm.
I need a true infrared. The midsole was just way too pink.
Yeah, a lot of people have that same, complaint about that midsole being super pink, way
Hmm.
too pink, calling them salmon and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But getting a true retro or true OG back is definitely going to make folks happy. I definitely need a pair. I am strongly considering doubling up for sure.
Yeah, and if they release, so for me, I'm of two schools of thought, and that's basically if they also announce the sport blue or September blue pair, I obviously cop that one separately. But if they don't, I will be getting my paints out and starting to mix it up, and I will be replacing the paints and getting a essentially Nike Air September blue or sport blue pair, because we haven't gotten one of those yet. Like, we got the new maroons, we need these also for sure.
Definitely.
But the reverse infrared already has a release date. It's going to be February 14th, or Valentine's Day. This pair does
Mm.
not have a release date just yet, but I assume it's probably going to be sometime like the summerish. I think that's probably when we can look forward to that pair.
Yeah, summer shoot for sure.
Yeah. Next we have Hellstar. Popular Hypebeast brand has officially announced their collab with Adidas. And to be fair, they've been having pairs in the lookbook, like the last season's lookbook. They were wearing a lot of Adidas footwear, and that was kind of like a rumor we've been having about this. So for them to officially announce and confirm it, it's gonna be fire. This is going to be on the Adidas Superstar, and I think my big thing about this that I like is obviously like the Hellstar styling, like the flames on the back, but also um just like the kind of graffiti tagging on the um on the medial, kind of almost by where the toe cap is. And then on the other side there is a or excuse me, the lateral. And on the medial side there's the kind of like design on the back. I'll show you in a little bit, but these are actually fire. How you feeling about them?
I like the Hellstar twist on a classic silhouette from Adidas. The shell toe is, definitely a historical figure in the sneaker world. So I think when these two worlds are colliding, it makes for a nice collab. It's pretty smooth with the colorway, not doing
Mm-hmm.
too much, but also not really lacking, not doing too little.
Right.
It's like a perfect blend of Hellstar and the Adidas shell toe. So I think the fans of the shell toe will definitely like these, and it's a smooth colorway.
It's gonna be an instant sellout, of course. Like, Hellstar is at its peak right now, and it's gonna do numbers for sure.
Yeah, definitely. They're gonna fly off the shelves, and the resale is gonna be crazy. And like you mentioned with the details, the face on the back is cool. The little orange tab on the back is pretty cool. I like the exposed stitching or super raised stitching.
Hmm.
It's a cool shoe. Got some good details on it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. There isn't a release date for this just yet, but it'll probably come. We'll probably get more details about it in the coming weeks. Next up, Tracy McGrady. Who I didn't even know left Adidas. Like, I wasn't even aware that he was gone.
Yeah, I didn't know either. So when I found out they were bringing him back, I was bringing him back. I thought he never left, so I
Right.
was definitely shocked.
So, for those who are unaware, like we were, T Mac originally left in 2022, and after basically a lot of negotiation, they decided to bring him back, and they did this press release. And I just need some. I need some T Mac. I need some T Mac ones. I need some T Mac twos. That's really all I need. I'm not really. I can do without the rest of the T Mac line for sure.
Yeah, I remember having T Mac ones back in, I think it was middle school,
Hmm.
playing basketball and I'm on the team. So definitely a cool nostalgia piece that I will definitely consider. So, and the T Mac ones came in some crazy nice colorways too.
Hmm. Like I'm thinking of like the blue pair, the red pair, which
Yeah,
did have a retro a number of years back. I want to say it's 10 years ago, almost at this point. But yeah, I need those. I need those to retro. I also need the All Star to retro. Um, I need like I said, a couple pairs, mainly of the T Mac one, and the T Mac two. Everything else you can kind of hold on to for sure.
definitely. Hold on to them.
Just hold on to them. It'll be all right. We're not even gonna trip about it. I promise you, we're not gonna trip about
Facts.
it. Next up, speaking of classic 2000s releases are coming back. The Nike Air Max 95 Zip, or Air Max 95 Z as it was originally known, is making its return finally after 24, 25 years. Um it's going to be coming out in this blue colorway as well as a black colorway, a triple black colorway. Um in OG styling and everything. So with the zip and the full length air bubble, I'm here for it. I needed it. Talk to me about it. How you feeling about it?
I'm definitely here for that blue pair. Those go crazy. The zip is pretty fly as well. I think both pairs will do well,
Hmm.
but my eyes are definitely on that blue pair. I'm gonna need those.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, this is detailed looks of the shoe. I do like the suede and the nubuck combination coming together. The orange Nike swoosh for sure is looking really nice. I'm loving the pairs for sure. Um, Both of them are going to be releasing in the fall, and I think that again, I'm liking now that it's been enough time that Nike is now reaching deep into the Nike 2000s basketball or Nike 2000s wave. Like the Shocks BB4, the Vince Carters are coming back out. The like I said, the Air Force 3. Well, Air Force 3 is a 90 silhouette, but like a lot of like the DN and the TNs are also coming back. Like they're bringing a lot of the OG colorways or OG silhouettes, and I'm here for it.
Definitely, these are super fly, and it's good that they're going back into the vault.
Hmm.
Spend time.
Um, we're getting more samples. I'm loving this. I'm here for this. So the Jordan 3 Citrus, which was originally a part of the lifestyle wave back in 2005, 2006 for the Jordan brand, is going to finally see a release as well. It's a white and orange pair. It fits right in line with those lifestyle releases from that time, like the Mist Blue and the Sunset. It actually really looks like a Sunset a Sunset Jordan 3. And I'm really digging the colorways. It's looking like it's supposed to be a woman's only release, unfortunately, but that's how a lot of the lifestyle releases were. Um I think that again, your size what 10 and a half, right?
Yep.
So
Make the cut.
I was gonna say it's looking good for you. I'll squeeze into a 10 and a half if I have to. I've been doing it for years. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this pair.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them as well. Always like to see a sample finally hit the retail shelves instead of, keeping them in a vault and them being worth, five figures or whatever, so people can actually get their hands on. So
Hmm.
nice, clean colorway, nice for the spring and summer. So I definitely need to get my hands on these. These are icy.
Yeah, and I don't know if I don't necessarily need to copy day one, but
Yeah,
knowing how Jordan releases go with women's sizes, those 10 and a halves and those 10s are gonna be going basically day one. So I
same
might
day.
have to. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
about to say so I might have to. But yeah, these are going to be releasing on April 25th, 2026. Probably at that 210 pricing, as long as Nike doesn't raise the price up again for the Jordan 3s. Stop it. Stop it, Jordan. Like, stop raising the prices on your shoe. Like,
Yeah, they got you.
215, like it's crazy. And pairs are sitting like we're not paying this price, bro. I think that um I need to see I need to see more of those rare, like the not rare, those lifestyle models retro, like the Harbor Blues, the threes, the Mist Blue fours, the Suns. I need a new pair of Sunset fives. My Sunset fives are cooked. Like those are big finished. They re-released the women's aqua pair, which I don't think was part of the LS line, but those are fine. They retro, so I don't necessarily need a new pair of those, but they definitely need to really tap into that LS line because those a lot of people don't know about them also, and they're a lot of clean spring ready colorways.
Definitely.
Yeah. Moving on to Kevin Durant. The Aunt Pearl series continues. The KD18 joins the legacy that he's been having for basically the entire KD line now. The 18 silhouette does get its own Aunt Pearl colorway. I think a lot of the key details, like the roses, like I mean, it's always like the roses, like his Aunt Pearl obviously died. Well, not obviously, but for those who are unaware, she had passed due to cancer, and so every release has some sort of rose or pink detailing in inspiration and to pay homage to his Aunt Pearl. I've been liking a lot of the 18s also. Like this pair and the I like to call it the Area 72 remix. The green pair, I think it's called New Beginnings or something like that. Um, but these colorways are like they've been pretty solid. Also the all black pair as well. But how you feeling about this pair?
I like the Aunt Pearls. It's, the Aunt Pearl colorway is just such a special staple in the KD series now, to where it's like whenever he unveils a new silhouette, I'm always wondering, like, okay, well, what's the Aunt Pearl colorway gonna look like?
Yeah.
These are nice, very clean. I like the rose touch, the different shades of pink, and I think every Aunt Pearl colorway that has dropped is a very nice way to honor his Aunt Pearl. So I really like the Aunt Pearl line, or the colorways for the KDs. So always a nice way to pay homage to your relatives. So
For sure. And this pair will be releasing on October 17th, so next month, for a retail price of $170. Um I don't know, like the KD18 hasn't really flown off shelves like I like that same Area 72 OG pair that I spoke about. I picked it up for like $100, $110. So it's not like the pairs are flying off. So if you really like the pair, you can definitely get you a pair. Like it's not a pair you have to run out and go get. But
right.
again, at that 110, 120 price, I can definitely cop this for sure.
Yeah, good price point, nothing too crazy. And with the KD18, there have been a lot of solid colorways, and this is another one. So this is a big W for KD. So for sure.
For sure. And that's our big news. Next, let's get into our sneaker releases of the week. Are they a hit? Cop the restock? Let them sit? Or are they bricks? First one up is going to be the Kobe Elite, or the Kobe 9 Elite Moonwalker. Uh, Retroing for the first time. It's the Procho model, of course, at 220, releasing on September 10th. How you feeling about it? Is it a hit? Cop the restock, let it sit, or is it a brick?
Mm, with how Kobe's have been doing as far as, protros and retros and just re-releases, I'm not sure about this one, but they generally do pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember there was a like a unlocking of the vault earlier this past summer where some Kobe's dropped and they were going pretty fast, but some were sitting. So
Mm-hmm.
I think with this pair, they're not really as popular as the other colorways or other models. So I think they might sit a little bit. I don't really expect a day one sellout.
Yeah. I agree. I think that with the Kobe 9 model, it's a favorite for a lot of people for sure, but it's not like the Kobe 5, the Kobe 6. or the Kobe
Right.
8 where you have to go get a pair like day one. You could probably let them sit. I know a couple of pairs are actually sitting in both the low top and the original high top form. 220 is also really steep to be asking for a pair that, if I remember correctly, did not sell out the first time
Yeah.
around, like in
Yeah.
like
Too
2015.
steep.
Yeah. I'd say let them sit for sure. At the 150, 140, 160 price range, all right, you can sell it on me, but like 220 for sure. Let them sit.
Yeah. Yeah. Let them sit. Way too steep.
Next up, we have the Comme des Garçons Uh, Nike Field General releasing on September 11th. Retail price of 160. What's your thoughts on it?
I would probably pass on these. Not really my style,
Mhm.
but you know, if they like it, I love it.
How you well? What do you think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be a hit? Cop the restock? How do you think the market's gonna talk about it?
uh, with it being a collab with Comme des Garçons, they'll probably move pretty well. So they'll probably be a hit for those fans.
I'd say cop the restock. I think that there's probably
Okay.
going to be some big flare on the shoe, but it's not like it's an Air Force One. It's
Yeah.
a Nike Field General, which is kind of like a takedown model. People don't really know it that well. I think that again, even with the Converse line, which they have burnt to the ground. Like the Converse CDGs basically release every 6 months.
Yeah.
I think that this pair is probably just going to be a cop to restock. If it sells out the first time, definitely get you a pair. But I can't even imagine this shoe going for more than like it's retailing for 160. If you miss out on the first pair, you could probably catch them for 230, 240 for sure.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Air Force One Invisible Woman 2.0. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure what they're gonna do with this pair. Like is 2000s fashion really back? I think this is gonna be the big indicator. A lot of people
Hmm.
cop the Yachties, but this is the
Yeah.
real is 2000s fashion back. It's obviously not as translucent as the OG pair, which had the completely translucent upper. But I think that I don't know. This is gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a real indicator. I think it's gonna sit though. I don't truly believe in 2000s Air Force One fashion being completely back.
Yeah. I don't think it's completely back either. I also expect these to sit. Um, yeah, the whole 2000s back sort of hype. I don't really believe in it, and the whole translucent thing. I think for like that direct crowd that loves the 2000s and just can't get enough of it, they'll probably be on them.
Right.
But I think these will sit. So if you really want them, you can probably get them.
Yeah, and these will be releasing also on September 11th for a retail price of $130. Next up, kind of in the same vein, basically, is the Nike Dunk Low Pink Rise. This pair also has the well, that one was transparent. This one is more like a translucent, and this one at least has like little lace locks. I know a lot of Dunk fans have been clamoring for Dunks. I still think that this is probably going to sit. Also releasing the same day, 135. It's definitely I guess if you like them both, you're ready to drop the 265 for them. But I'm not sold on either pair yet.
Yeah, I'm not really sold on these either. I was looking at some images before this episode, and I just kind of think like the regular dunks that aren't SBs are just, sort of washed out. I mean, I love the be true to your school colorways and like the OGs and retro colors, but colors like these, they're kind of add to me. But then again, if you throw like a Nike SB on it, the market might go crazy for them. But as far as these go, I think they will most likely sit. If you really want them, you can get them. That's how most of these regular dunks are these days. So I think they'll be available.
All right, next up we have the Foamposite Deep Royal, not the Neon Royal. Releasing September 12th, retail price of $240. As the DMV native, I'm gonna let you take this one away.
Yeah, I don't really think I need these. I mean, it's not to say that they're ugly or hideous or anything,
Right,
but they're just a darker version of the Royals, and I just don't feel like I need them, and I probably wouldn't wear them.
right,
I'm going for a blue foam. I'm putting on my Royals, so
exactly. Like I wouldn't even call this the we got the the dark neon royals at home because of the fact that we actually do have the actual deep neon royals at home. like
exactly.
like those set. And then they dropped this new colorway that's kind of like a slight tweak. It reminds me of when Nike was doing a lot of that uh light. We're gonna make a light change. We're gonna make a little bit of a stylistic change in the like early mid 2000s, or like the Jumpman logo for a lot of the Jordan
Yeah.
releases, and we're gonna call it the Dark Neon Royal. But again, we got the Dark Neon Royal last year in OG flavor, like OG style, like everything. Like we got the colorway. We don't need this pair. Also at 240, this is going to brick heavy
Big bricks.
for sure.
240 is insane for a dark neon or dark royal colorway that a lot of people don't really want.
Hmm.
Because I've been talking to folks around the DC area about these, and they either are like, "Yeah, these aren't really on my radar," or they'll say like, "I just rather rock the Royals." So yeah, if you want these as a foam posit guy or gal, then you'll be able to get them.
Yeah, for sure. Like you should have no issues copping this pair at all.
Yeah.
Um, Next up we have a shoe we talked about last week, the
Hmm.
LeBron Next Genesis in the Bronny colorway, also releasing on September 12th. Retail price of 170. Um, I'm not gonna call it a brick because it is a nice colorway. It is a takedown model, kind of like the takedown. It's basically a sequel for the Zoom Soldier line. That's basically what the next line is. Bronny's got his own colorway. He's gonna wear it throughout the entire season, assumedly with a bunch of other shoes as well, or other colorways as well. Um, if you really want a pair, you can let it sit. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't really think the demand is crazy for these. It's a nice shoe, but like you said, I think if you really want them, you can get them. Don't expect to sell out day one. You could probably expect them to hit the outlets for a nice markdown price, and you'll be able to cop them there too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I wouldn't rush to any storefront or rush to the Nike app in the morning to get them because they'll definitely be there waiting for you for sure.
They will definitely be there waiting for you for sure. And again, like copping it at 170, you don't need it. Like I said, like you can cop
Yeah,
it. Like I said, let it hit the outlets
yeah,
for sure. Um,
that's where they're headed.
Plus, that's not even like we have a shoe that we're already going to take an L on, and that is, of course, the Nike Air Max 95 Muscle Yu-Gi-Oh collab, or the Joey Wheeler. Retailing on September 12th as well for a retail price of $210. Cop the resale.
Yeah, immediately cop the resale. Or if you're running a bot, congrats, but most people will be copping the resale.
Yeah. It is coming. I do like the fact that it's also coming like with a Yu-Gi-Oh card on the box as well. That's pretty fire. I did like that
Yeah.
idea. I'm actually more of a fan of the Japan pair So the Jonoichi pair, the black pair of the Nike Air Max
Yeah.
Muscle, it looks like a much more classic looking shoe to me. Not saying that I
Mhm.
don't like the colorway of the Joey Wheeler pair. I think that this pair just does a little bit more for me.
Yeah, these are way cleaner to me, and it's not to dump on the Joey colorway, but these definitely look like an OG colorway.
Mm-hmm.
Just the color blocking, the shading, how it transitions from the upper to the midsole.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really nice shoe. The Japan exclusive is nice. I kind of envy them over there. They're getting a good pair.
Mm-hmm. It's what really retailing for 210. It's not going for anything less than like 350. Go get this pair now because it's going
Yeah.
to go up. Like you're gonna have
Yup.
Yu-Gi-Oh fans coming in looking for this pair. You're gonna have sneaker fans. You're gonna have the hype beast. Like get this pair now before
Hmm.
the price goes up.
Yep. It's gonna get crunchy for these. Price is going up as we
Yeah.
speak, probably.
Let me actually just out of curiosity, what's Goat having these for? Air
Yeah, I'm
Max
curious
Muscle.
myself. They definitely
Uh,
up there for sure.
oh yes, they are. So for the English pair or the American
Mhm.
pair,
Yeah.
the lowest price is $739.
Oh nah, bro. That's crazy.
Nah, nah, I'm good. I'm good on
Oh
these.
my
Yeah,
gosh, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
like it.
they resellers won on that. I'm good on those. I don't need them that bad.
Nah, what I do need though is that jacket, the Nike Destroyer jacket.
Yeah,
Um,
Jack is crazy.
I don't want to. I get like I did with the Kobe jacket. I will wait because I don't think that it's going to sell out at $600.
Mhm.
You get it to me like 3-ish. You could sell me on it, but like not at $600. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, 600 is crazy. A reasonable, for that is, yeah, like you said, around that 300 range, but
Yeah,
600 is wild.
yeah. But at the same time, again with the rush of Yu-Gi-Oh fans also coming out for that, that may also sell out, and that's that's really gonna upset me if I can't get that
Mhm.
that that jacket.
They might
Um,
snatch them up and be wearing them to them conventions, the Otakon, the Comic Cons, and all them
mhm.
conventions. They're gonna be out there looking fresh in them
Listen,
Yu-Gi-Oh kicks and jacket.
I'm gonna have to get my ski mask on and be like, run me that jacket, bro. I need that. I need that, bro. Run that. Oh, next up is our favorite Canal
Right.
Street kick,
Yep.
the Susan Fang Nike Dunk Low, also dropping on that same September 12th date. Retail price of $170.
Mm, 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 mm.
The V2K is still sitting at Nordstrom right now. All sizes. Bricks. Big bricks. um these aren't going anywhere. I like they're not going anywhere. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, there's not gonna be a chase for these. You can get them if you really want them.
Mhm.
You know, ladies, y'all be the judge, or gents, if you want them to, y'all be the judge. Anybody who wants to, I'll let y'all be the judge. But I think the verdict out on them is that if you really want them, they'll be there.
Right,
No need to
exactly.
rush.
I say that and I'm actually looking right now and the V2K is nowhere to be found. Why is that the case? Why where did the V2K go? Did they
Uh-oh.
really buy this shoe? Um Hopping on StockX really quickly. Nobody bought this shoe. Like they've got it listed for 230. Zero sales. Oh no! Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh no! I lied. I lied. Last sale was $339.
What?
You know, I don't know, man. It never ceases to surprise me. It never ceases to surprise me because why are you buying this? Why? Well, that's the V2K. But at the same time, like I'm not. No, like this does not look good. It's not a good looking shoe. Like you can't
Nah.
convince me otherwise.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I just some shoes just do a little too much, and
Mm-hmm.
these are one of them. I mean, it looks like a kid's shoe. All the accessories on it, it's just a little too over the top for me. Just not the type of sneaker I would wear.
For sure. Next up we have the Tom Sachs Mars Yard getting
Oh
a
yeah.
full release September 13th, 275.
Mm,
I don't really I like the Mars. I like the OG Mars Yard, the first one and the second one. I'm not the hugest fan of the third one. Like the midsole looks a little like I'm not a fan of the extra overlays.
yeah.
With that being said, it's a Mars Yard pair. Cop the resale.
Yeah. Cop the resale. Good looking shoe. All the hype beasts are gonna be after it. Resale is gonna be crazy. So, like you said, cop the resale.
Yeah, it's not. It's a hit for sure. Like you're not getting like this pair is probably sitting on StockX and Gold and eBay right now for like $800. Like you're not getting this
Mm,
pair.
mm, mm,
It's
mm.
already lost.
Yeah, it's a dub.
Also coming out on Saturday is our OG, our big OG,
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
Jordan 5 Fire Red Black Tongue.
Absolute
Releasing
classic.
215. We all know it's a hit without being said. Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah, these
Um,
are a hit.
are you like I think the discourse now is going to be, is it going to follow the Jordan 5 metallic reimagined where it's going to sell out instantly and go for 350, almost $400, or is it going to follow in the footsteps of the grape, which to me is a better colorway, and
Mm,
kind of sit? If you want you a pair of grapes, you can, you do the legwork, you can get you a pair right now at
yep.
retail.
So interesting story. I did hit on EA through finish line for these, and it was a little bit of a hassle getting through, but that's pretty much the case early on. And then pairs will usually sit on the weekends, kind of like the cave stones. So, but I'm not too sure. I mean, this is a OG 5. It's a classic. I think people will be on them, like as far as like the huge Jordan 5 fans. I think
Right.
they'll definitely be on them, but I think overall, I don't think you'll have a tough time getting these. To be honest, I think they'll sit. I don't know how long they'll sit, but I think they'll sit for a little bit of time. But you shouldn't wait too long. I'll say that.
Yeah, for sure. I would say you definitely shouldn't wait too long for this pair. It's definitely going to eventually sell out. I can't remember how the 2020 pair did. It's like but again, that's also the silver tongue. That's not this release. This release hasn't been seen since 2013. I think it may actually sell out now that I'm thinking about it. I wish it doesn't. I want to cop this at like 160, 150.
That would be nice. That
Yeah.
would be nice. I'm just always happy to see a OG colorway come back, and
Mm-hmm.
once I get these, I'll be able to close the loop for the OG 5 collection. So I'm definitely excited to get these in hand because they're really nice. I always wanted black tongues anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
when I first heard that they were, retro in these, I was doing backflips. So I'll finally be able to have them this weekend. So shout out to Jordan Brand for that.
For sure. So this is the last one you need?
Last one.
Nice. I have metallics again, like the 2016 pair.
hmm
2016 pair. I had at one point in time all three of the 2013 releases, so the Fire Red Black Tongue, Fire Red Silver Tongue, and the grapes.
Yeah.
My grapes are dead. I had to cop a new pair. I actually have the 2013 Black Tongue in my closet somewhere. And then the silver tongue I got rid of a while back. I may have to cop the 2020 pair for that as well to complete that loop as well, like you were saying. I love a good
Right.
5. Yeah, I might cop this as well. I'm not pressed for it because I have the
hmm
2013 pair still and it's still holding up well. But with that Nike on the back, you can never go wrong.
Yeah, man. That Nike Air pulls you in, man.
Every single time. um Last but not least is the Nike Air Diamond Turf Must Be the Money, releasing on September 15th for a retail price of 155. Um I think you can let it sit. It's a nice colorway. I think it'll probably sit for sure.
Yeah, I think these will sit as well. I don't think they'll nearly do the numbers or activity of the Falcons, the Ravens, or the Teals.
Hmm.
Those were moving pretty well.
Right.
But I think these will probably be more available. So if you really want a pair, I think you'll be able to get them. I don't think these will fly off the rack.
For sure. These might hit outlets for sure.
They might.
But I mean, again, it's not an OG colorway. We've also like if you're a fan of the Diamond Turf, you've already gotten your OG colorways. You're not pressed for these newer colorways for the most part. Um,
Facts.
so I think that for this pair, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be okay.
Hmm. Yep, they'll be there.
Um, and that takes care of our cop the restock portion of this show. I don't even know how to say that concludes the podcast portion of the week. Check us out on TikTok for the TikTok portion. You can follow me at the MackRoberts. You can follow Joey at
I'm Joey Green. Can't
and
forget it.
Kent. And you can follow Cop the Restock everywhere at Cop the Restock except for Twitter, because Cop the Restock is or at Cop the Restock on Twitter or X, because Elon Musk thinks that Cop the Restock is just a too long of a brand. You know, we're figuring out how to do our reviews and everything, as well as restorations. Those will be coming to the channel as well. Stay tuned for that. We wanted to get the podcast up. We thought that that was a bigger priority for us. Just talking about sneakers, just it's just the weekly converse. But it's coming soon for sure. And with that being said, we will catch you in the next one. Peace. All right. I'm gonna